and this is Nuki. Today's class, I'm going to be guiding you through a series of poses that's going to help calm you down. So we've all had those days where anxiety takes over, or maybe we've just had a really bad day at the office. Things just happening in our lives. And yoga can be a really wonderful way to help calm us down and bring our thoughts back to that centered place where we feel a little bit more grounded and in control. So I hope you enjoy this beautiful practice, and let's come and meet on the mat, everyone. Let's find ourselves in a comfortable seated position, and maybe start to gently draw the eyelids down. Perhaps placing your left hand on your heart and the right hand on your lower belly space. And start to feel your breath moving in a 3-part rhythm. So noticing how the chest begins to rise first, followed by the lower belly space as you inhale. And as you exhale, belly goes in and softens, and so does the heart space. Just allow your breath to find its own natural rhythm. Hands to the heart. Let us set our intention for today's practice. Perhaps wishing that we may feel calm and collected throughout the entire mindful journey that we're about to embark on. Beautiful, everyone. Let's come and meet in a child's pose. If you have 2 blocks, place your hands on top of the blocks at medium setting and just allow your forehead to sink down to the mat. If you don't have 2 blocks, that's okay. You can also place your hands on the mat and simply allow the wrist and the palms of the hands to collapse down to the earth. Take a few deep, steady breaths. In through the nose. And as you exhale, just let your whole day go. Gently lift yourself back up, move the blocks out of the way, and let's come and lie on our belly, forearms on the mat, as you gently pull the mat towards your rib cage. So we're coming into this gentle version of spinal extension in Cobra. Try and allow your shoulders to relax without hunching. Just simply breathe deep in and out through the nose. Let's walk the hands a little bit further back and straighten up into your upward facing dog. And tuck the toes. Let's reach the arms forwards and push back into downward facing dog. You may pedal out the feet. Just start to walk the dog, as they say, lengthen the hamstrings. Really good, everyone. And then press the heels down to the earth. Just start to lengthen through the entire spine. The breath is calming, steady, and we're trying to breathe deep into your lower belly space. Beautiful. And then let's make our way to the front of the mat. Grab hold of both your elbows. Take a light bend in the knees as you gently sway the upper body from right to left. Imagine yourself like one of those rag dolls where bones
do not exist any longer and you're just a bag of flesh hanging loose, sinking into the earth, letting gravity do all the work. Slowly and mindfully lift yourself back up, roll the shoulders back, and let's come right foot forwards, left foot out to 90 degrees. Reach the right hand forwards and lower down to knee, shin or floor, even onto a block if you need. And then reach up with the left arm. You can send the gaze up, you can look halfway, or you can look down to the earth. Make sure that your right leg is straight as much as possible, even if that means that you come up a little higher with the right hand. Good work, everyone. Just stay here. Rising up, pivot the feet, right foot in, left foot out. Reach the arms forwards and gently lower that left hand down wherever it reaches. And stack the right arm so it's directly above the left. Keep sending your shoulders so it's resting backwards here, so you're not collapsing forwards. Beautiful side body stretch. Good. We're going to pick up the body now back to a neutral position. Come to lie on the floor, everyone, and slide the blocks, one or two, underneath your sacrum, so the lower back. The feet are firmly planted on the floor, and you can keep your hands right next to your hips, or if it feels good, extend the arms behind you. We're coming into this deeply calming and restorative back bend. If you don't have two blocks, you can also interlace your fingers and press down to the earth, lifting the glutes up using your lower back muscles to engage. Just take a few calming breaths here, letting go of any tension, any stresses that have accumulated throughout the day. Don't pay any attention to them, just focus on the breath. Very good. Slide the blocks now from underneath you and hug the knees into the chest. Give yourself a tight squeeze like you're giving a good friend or a loved one a nice big hug. You can take a few rocks from side to side. Very good, guys. And let's come into happy baby pose now. So the hands can hold the outer edges of the feet or the big toes. Sometimes people also like to hold the insides of the feet. Doesn't really matter. The most important is that you're separating the feet pretty wide apart so you can really get into the groin. That's where we tend to accumulate tension. Let your shoulders rest down to the earth. This pose can be so calming and relaxing for ourselves. One to practice just before bed is really nice. Exit the pose, bring the soles of the feet to rest on the mat and let your knees collapse out to the sides. If you have two blocks, a nice one is to place the blocks on the outer edges of the thighs for support. You can also use little cushions or bolsters. Supta Baddha Konasana, your reclined bound angle posture. Once again, if your mind is wandering, thinking about rewriting the past or imagining what the future is like, try your best to remain in this present moment. So each breath in becomes mindful, and each breath out becomes mindful as well. Gently draw the knees back in, remove the blocks out of the way, and again give yourself a nice big squeeze. Drawing the knees into the chest, just take a few gentle rocks. Lift yourself up now. We're going to come to a comfortable seated position. Soles of the feet together. And round the head down towards the feet. Your hands are wrapped around the toes. Forward folds are known to be quite calming and relaxing on our mind. So sometimes when I feel as though I need a bit of grounding, this particular pose is one that I return to quite often. It's a nice way to open up the hips as well and just to cocoon myself in this wonderful seated position. Gently lift yourself back up. Bring your left foot in and place the right foot outside of the left. Turning to face the back, lift your left arm up and then take that twist as you send your gaze back past your right shoulder. Matsyendrasana, posture that twists the entire spine and the torso. You don't have to push too hard if you're feeling a little tired today. Nice little gentle twist will do. Just try and make sure that you're sitting up nice and tall, everyone. Swap the feet around, right foot in, left foot out. And ascend the gaze now past the left hand, left shoulder. If you notice that you start to cave in and hunch, then perhaps come and sit yourself up on a block or on a little bolster. Rotating through your belly, the abdomen. Good. That's just it. Well done. Let's break the pose, everyone. Release your feet and come to lie on your back. We're going to come into a supported inversion. Shoulder stand, where we place the block underneath your lower back. You're going to lift your feet up to face the sky. If you don't have a block, you can place a bolster or a little blanket. Or an alternative is to allow your feet to rest up against a wall. That's a really nice one as well. I'm going to stay here for a few moments. Just concentrate on the space between your eyebrows. Exit the pose as you bend the knees. Slowly let your soles of the feet touch the earth. Remove the block and straighten up the legs here. Feel free to make any adjustments you need to make to the body. As this class is all about calming ourselves, the body, and more importantly, our state of mind, because it is through our minds that we perceive things. We're looking to relax ourselves. And so we're going to spend a little longer in Savasana today. I'm just going to give you some extra time so that you can completely immerse yourself in this state of absolute relaxation. The breath can be completely neutral, no more heavy breathing, just a comfortable pace of breath. Just let your whole body sink down, gravity taking over. Start to feel the breathing, maybe rotating around your wrist and the feet. Full body stretch, squeeze the feet and the arms, and then turn across to the right side. Just take a moment here. No rush. When you feel ready, we're going to lift ourselves up to a comfortable seated position of Padmasana. Take a moment to observe how your body feels now, a calming sensation throughout the entire body. Slowly join the hands to the heart center. Dedicate your practice towards staying and remaining calm and centered for the rest of the day that lays ahead of you. Hands to the third eye, we bow down to the earth in thanks.
Hello everyone, thank you so much for joining us in today's practice. We hope that you have enjoyed the sequence. Please do subscribe to my YouTube channel for weekly yoga and meditation classes delivered directly to your inbox. In the meantime, stay safe, keep a happy mind and a happy heart everyone. Namaste.